on to Aussie news, and we've got to talk about the Australian telecommunications company Optus.
Yeah, the number 2.
And that is a term of art.
Sure is.
They are SH1T.
So over the last few weeks, we've talked about the ANZ Bank here in Australia, which fired a whole lot of people that forgot to tell them, and then also had to pay 240 million Australian dollars in fines to the Aussie corporate regulator ASIC for a whole lot of atrocities, including charging fees to dead people.
That's right. And Optus said, hold my icy cold schooner of the blood of small children, because we're not going to charge fees to dead people. We're going to create dead people.
So last week on Thursday, Optus was doing a network upgrade. Now, the whole idea of a network upgrade is when you do that, all the calls on the network are meant to move to a backup network while it happens.
Yeah.
But it didn't actually happen, did it?
It didn't happen.
Yeah, so what it meant was that in South Australia and Western Australia, some callers on Optus could not contact our emergency number, 000, which is like the equivalent of 911 in the United States.
And they didn't tell anybody in senior management for 12 hours.
And in the interim, Optus did tell the federal government's communications minister that only about 10 calls had been impacted. But finally, after 24 hours after the disaster, the CEO of the company then appeared in public.
And he promptly announced that the number of calls impacted, these are emergency calls, was more than 10.
Yeah.
It was 600.
During the fuck up, here's the worst bit, as you referred to, at least 3 people who couldn't reach emergency died.
Optus is famous for poor reception, but imagine dying calling emergency services and not getting through.
Imagine dying for any reason other than being on hold.
You die on hold to Telstra.
Oh,
Optus, you can't get through.
You're quite right.
And they had the same issue in 2024 as well. So this wasn't their first rodeo. 2,000 Australians couldn't connect in 2024. Optus got fined $12 million.
Yeah, and the guy who's now the current CEO promised that it wouldn't happen again.
Well, it didn't happen again exactly. They people this time as well. They improved. They
fucking give up.